Hello everybody, this is Accelerate Sports, and I'm going to be off script for most of this. Something new I'm trying, kind of call it like sports rambling, where I'm off script and talk for 10 minutes, just to leave gaps in between the videos. But today's special because it relates to my team. I don't know what they're doing, the Cardinals specifically. Let Murray do this whole controversy thing, which I still ride with Murray, but I don't get a lot of the decisions he makes with his agent. But then extend Cliff and Keim through 2027. Now, Cliff, I don't like Cliff, but I understand why he's still here. He has improved every single year, and he's 3 years into his tenure. Keim is 10 years into his tenure. Yeah, he may be one of the most successful coaches or GMs for us ever, but that's not a high bar for the Cardinals. Let's go over the past, I would say, 5 years drafting in Keim's tenure. 2016, aka the year we made the conference championship, the last year we were really good. Robert Nkemdiche, Brandon Williams, one of the worst corners I've ever seen personally. I hate him more than almost any Cardinal ever. Evan Boehm, Marquis Christian, Cole Toner, Harlan Miller. If that's not enough for you, that's fine. 2017, Hassan Reddick, who's good, but he never really panned out with Arizona, so that's a miss. Buddha, finally a good pick, a really good pick. Chad Williams, Dorian Johnson, Will Holden, TJ Logan, Rudy Ford. Like, come on, man. This is the worst drafting GM I've personally ever seen. There's a stat that actually shows that the Cardinals are by far the worst drafting organization in the past like 10 plus years. And dude, Keim has I know it's not all Keim, but Keim has a huge part to play in all that. But nah, let's keep going. 2018, Josh Rosen, the guy that said 9 mistakes were drafted in front of him, turned out to be a bust. Christian Kirk, solid, I guess, but inconsistent. Disappears too much at the end of years. Mason Cole, one of the worst centers in the league. He is so bad. Chase Edmonds, a pick that probably actually worked. One of Keim's rare hits in the draft class, getting Chase Edmonds in the 4th round. Chris Campbell, who? And offensive tackle Corey Cunningham. That is 2018. Let's go to 2019 now. Rosen, who we were just talking about, so big of a bust that we had to get rid of him a year later. We drafted Murray number 1, which, granted, it's a good pick, but you had the number 1 pick. You should have hit on that pick. Byron Murphy, solid but very inconsistent. He's good, but he's not great. He's a slot corner. He's like a Kenny Moore, but worse. At pick 62, we had the choice of Andy Isabella or DK Metcalf. I know there was other really good receivers that were there, but those were the two. We took Andy Isabella, a guy who's now wanting out, and he's gonna go for scraps. He's awful. His IQ is so bad. Zach Allen, he's okay. Hakeem Butler, not here anymore. Deontay Thompson, okay backup safety. Keyshawn Johnson was actually nice for a little bit with us, but he wasn't that good. Lamont Galliard isn't even here anymore. Neither is Joshua Miles or Caleb Wilson. Dog Bay isn't even that good either. So what is that? 4 hits out of the past 4 drafts? 2020. We take Isaiah Simmons in the 1st round. Like, it was supposed to be a really good pick, and he's okay, but not for a top 10 pick when we passed on guys like Tristan Wirfs and CeeDee Lamb, who was Murray's buddy at Oklahoma. We took Josh Jones in the 3rd round because we traded our 2nd for Hopkins. Great trade. That's the only thing Keim's good at, trades. But Josh Jones, we thought he was going to be a really good player. He was not. He's really bad. He has more penalties than quality blocks most of the time. Lecky Fotu, not bad, but he's a backup, so I don't consider that a hit or a miss either way. Same thing with Rashard Lawrence. Evan Weaver, not even here anymore. I think we cut him immediately. Benjamin, not that bad, but he doesn't really play. So no one hit in that class either. But 2021's where things get kind of insane to me. First selection, we chose Zaven Collins. Very great 1st round, but he was a bust. I'm sorry, I know he still has time and whatever, but he just isn't good. And I don't think he's going to be good. Rondale Moore, who's solid, but Cliff doesn't use him right, so he doesn't really work out either. He's probably going to be our slot next year, though. Victor Demukihe, which It's okay. Marco Wilson, who had promise as a rookie, but was still not that good. Tate Gowan, who's on the Eagles now, we trade him for Ertz, so I guess that's a good pick if you consider that. James Wiggins and Manette. I think Wiggins is on the practice squad, and Manette, I don't think, ever made the Cardinals. But that is maybe 6 hits out of 6 draft classes. And some of them are borderline hits. Like, I don't know if I consider Isaiah Simmons a hit, but I am for this. It's just bad. Do you think, like, oh, maybe he's good at free agency? No, I'll explain his free agency here. He had 1 gem, James Conner. I will now list the rest of the gems that they're called. Start off with these 2, because they basically had the same issue. Jordan Phillips and Devon Kennard. Now, I thought actually, personally, Kennard was going to be good in Arizona. He fits in, he's a locker room guy, does what the defense needs. But nope, he was injured a lot. He's on the team, but he's backing up. He's getting paid $10 million to do nothing, basically. Jordan Phillips is missing a bunch of games. I don't know where he is. He's definitely not starting for us. And that's saying something considering how weak our defensive tackle position actually is. God dang, Hicks may have panned out. Hicks was a pretty good signing, but he's not it anymore, and we continue to trot him out there. But it's either him or Zaven, so I don't know what to go with there. Yes, 1-year deal, but AJ Green. I cannot describe to you the horrors of AJ Green being here this year. Oh my god, people think he may be good. He's not. He is washed to a new level. He's not good at all. Dude, he gave up so often on plays, even discounting the Packers game. Murray threw a pick against Detroit. AJ Green gets up and just starts walking. It's insane, man. That's when I kind of knew that this receiving core wasn't good. Connor was our only good pickup. Let's talk about Watt. Watt was great for us to start the year, but he got injured. That's a trend with the Cardinals because they're a retirement home or a nursery home. One of the two. They get hurt every single time. And this isn't like new. This isn't news to anyone. So that signing, I guess, will maybe work out. But it didn't work out this year, at least in my eyes, just because Watt missed half the season. Malcolm Butler, the dude that immediately retired after signing with us, just disappeared. Yeah, mental health, I pray for him, but still just a bad signing. We signed Devondre Campbell, the first team All-Pro for Green Bay this year, and let him walk after a year, so that was great. Kenyon Drake, we put a transition tag on him, he got under 4 yards of carry. And that was really the only signings we made, by the way. Drake, Phillips, Kennard, and Campbell, which I get to an extent just because we traded for Hobbs, so that was kind of the move of the offseason. But teams can't coast off of 2 moves. The 2 moves Keim has made that saved his job were, I'll go 3. Drafting Kyler Murray, trading for Chandler Jones, and trading for Hopkins. That's it. There's no other reason he should have a job. But yet they extend him to 2027. I get he could be fired. That's the argument to make. But he also could have just been fired anyways. No need for an extension. Cliff, I've ranted about Cliff enough on Twitter. I think he has some potential, but I don't think he's going to work out here. Murray, I have no clue what's going on with that situation. I've mentally tuned out. That's been annoying for a while now. But overall, this is just awful. This GM is awful. This dude has more DUIs than good draft classes. It's something special, man. 2027. 2027. Yeah, 5 years from now. I can't believe it. We're screwed. I don't know how else to put it. We're screwed. Our cap is down there. We're above the cap, but we're still down there. Murray's going to need an extension soon. Either you pay him because he's the franchise guy, but you can't really sign anyone else, or let him walk, and you don't have a franchise quarterback anymore. It's one of those 2 options. Most of our offensive weapons are free agents. Green can go, Kirk can go too, but Ertz, Max Williams, Edmonds, Connor, all free agents. We have 23, 55, 87, but we don't have a 4th. What else can I add to this craziness, dude? It's something special. It's very hard to root for a team that settles like this. I hope people know that. Oh, I forgot one. David Johnson. They signed David Johnson for that long extension. I get it. He was really good, and I actually really root for David Johnson. But they still signed him to that contract. That's insane, dude. Whew. Whew. That's wow. Anyways, I think that will do it, honestly. It's more me baffling than anything else, just rambling on and on about the Cardinals and kind of just venting my frustrations with the team because there's no baseball and both Booker and Paul are out right now for the Suns, so can't even watch them play. But I hope y'all enjoyed at least a little bit. Please subscribe, leave a like, whatever, blah, 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 normal YouTube stuff. And I'll see you next time. I really will.